Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Tbilisi Sport Palace here in Tbilisi. It's the final block on day one of competition. 5 weight categories to bring you: the under 48, the under 52 and the under 57 kilo categories for women, and the under 60 and the under 66 kilo category for men. Let's start by having a look at the medal matches in these weight categories, and we're going to start with the first of the bronze medal matches between Otgontsetse Galbadrak of Kazakhstan. She'll face Ebru Shahin of Turkey, and then it'll be Marina Cherniak of Ukraine up against Irina Dolgova of Russia. I'm not sure about Dolgova because she looked as though she had a shoulder injury in her contest, in her semi-final contest with Monica Ungureanu of Romania. So it's possible that Dolgova won't be out for that bronze medal contest, but I haven't had that information yet. The final in the under 48 kilo category is Monica Ungureanu against Tatiana Lima of Guinea-Bissau. Okay, so that is that lineup. The winners and the losers in this weight category, as far as points are concerned for the Olympic qualification, well, the biggest loser really is Dilara Lokmanahim, because not only did she fail to score any points here, but her teammate Ebru Shahin, with whom she's in a really, really tough fight for the top spot, as you have just heard, she's going to be in one of the bronze medal contests. Julia Figueroa as well went out in the second round, the number 2 seed, the Spaniard there, and so too did Kim Sol-mi of North Korea. She lost out to Monica Ungureanu. So that's in the under 48 kilo category. I'll just give you a rundown of the finals, actually, because I'm not quite sure exactly how long we've got left. Dashtava Amatufshin of Mongolia is in the gold medal match against the Yorbek Urezboyev of Uzbekistan. So it'll be the Mongolian and the Uzbek going head to head. The number 1 seed, Ganbat Bolbatar, well, he's ended up in the bronze medal match. He'll face Bestayev of Kyrgyzstan, Otbar Bestayev of Kyrgyzstan, and Amiran Papinashvili, the big hope for Georgia in the under 60 kilo category. He's ended up in the bronze medal match. He's going to face Bektir Ozlu of Turkey. In the under 52 kilo category, it'll be Gili Cohen of Israel to face Odette Giuffrida of Italy, and it'll be Erika Miranda and Gulbadam Babamuratova of Turkmenistan. Miranda came in here as the number 1 seed. She lost out to Georgia's Mariam Janashvili, and we'll see Janashvili in the bronze medal match when she faces Kim Mi-ri of South Korea. In the under 66 kilo category, well, there's a chance for the Georgians to take a gold medal here. It'll be Vaza Margvelashvili up against the youngster from Italy, Fabio Basile. The Grande Fabio will be giving it a go in that under 66 kilo category final. The bronze medal matches will feature Shinan Shandor of Turkey, and his opponent is Yeldos Jumakanov of Kazakhstan. The other bronze medal match features Jansei Smagolov up against Tal Flicker of Israel. And then finally, in the under 57 kilo category, it's the former world champion Rafael Silva of Brazil to face Nora Zhakova, fighting here for the IGF. That's the final of the under 57 kilo category. And the bronze medal matches will be Miriam Roper against Autumn Pavia. The German and the French fight to go head to head. And then the former world bronze medalist Karakas Hedvig of Hungary, she'll face Jovana Rogic of Serbia. Okay, that's the medal lineup for this afternoon. We're going to start with the first of the bronze medal matches. It's Otgontsetse Galbadrak of Kazakhstan. She faces Ebru Shahin of Turkey. It's Galbadrak in the white judogi, Shahin in blue. Let's get to the mat then. Vladimir Vostrikov of Russia is the referee in the middle. There's Galbadrak on the left and Shahin on the right. 16 and 15. Doesn't get much tighter than that, does it? Galbadrak has won the 2 head-to-head contests between the two. A medal here would really seal it for Galbadrak. She was one of the top 8 seeds, so that would really help her out here to take a medal. However, for Shaheen, just put some distance between her and Lokmanahim. Not a lot, because at the moment Lokmanahim is a few points ahead of Shaheen, but it would just make that bit of a difference, and Shaheen would be in the driving seat, whereas Galbadrak would probably move up at least a place, go from 10 to 9. Say 10 to 9, but that's in the, as far as the Olympic qualification is concerned, rather than just the world ranking list. There are 2 lists running, really, not to confuse you, but anyway, that's all speculation. Let's see what actually takes place. Couple of things that spring to mind after that Sutemi-Waza effort there from Galbadrak, and that's the recognition that the speed with which a fighter recognizes that they're being attacked and react to that by blocking it, and then their ability to transition from defending that attack to attacking themselves, using the position or taking advantage of that position and then attacking themselves. Shaheen was able to block the effort but couldn't come up with an attack. Single Shido against Shaheen at the moment. Just had to step off the mat for a moment to receive some treatment. Probably just a little cut on the lip. And I've heard from our media manager, Mark Pickering, that the IJF media manager, that Irina Dolgova will not be taking part in that bronze medal match. And I hope that the injury to the shoulder is not too serious. It's a reasonable crowd for a Friday, I suppose Friday afternoon here in Georgia. I dare say the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, there'll be sellout. It's pretty good effort, and they've been well entertained as well. That's as close as Galbadrak has come to Shaheen has come to scoring on Galbadrak. Low left-sided Morote Seonagi. She goes left-sided again, almost gets herself in trouble. 3 phases to that. The first was the threat to Galbadrak. The second was the attempted counter from the Kazakh fighter, and the third was another effort. Good attempt at Shimiwaza here. Yeah, she's got the jacket there nice and tight. There's Galbadrak. Well defended, and she couldn't come up with the Osaikomi from there. Just for a moment it looked as though Shaheen had a chance for the shimiwaza, but Galbadrak had a strong defence and fought that off. There's a chance for Galbadrak now to try and work the turnover. Missed out there. It looked for a moment as though Shaheen was going to be able to bring off that shimiwaza, but as I say, well defended by Galbadrak. Little koji there on the way out from Shaheen, but Galbadrak able to stay on her feet. Half a minute left to go. Opening contest in the final block on day one. Here's a chance now for Shaheen. Just drop the hips a little bit and see if she can lift, but it's Galbadrak who comes up with the Sutemi-waza effort. Well, neither fighter able to come up with a score, so we're going to have a period of golden score, and the first fighter to get on the board will take it. Or the first fighter to give up a penalty will lose it. Simple as that. Just needs to be a little bit further over, does Ebru Shaheen, with that right hip. May as well go bravely. If you're tentative, Galbadrak is going to find you out. So at this stage, give everything. Again, the hips are a little bit too high, and she gets caught there. Well, we've seen Babamuratova, Janashvili, and now Galbadrak, all employing those big uranagis. We've seen some exciting judo in the lightweight women, 48 and 52. But it's Galbadrak who comes up with the win, and the first of the medals in the final block go to Kazakhstan. Big finish from a little fighter representing Kazakhstan. I say that because she's from Mongolia originally, but just too high up, didn't threaten Galbadrak, and over went Shaheen. Well, we're going to be into the final fairly quickly, because the second of the bronze medal matches between Maria Cherniak and Irina Dolgova won't take place, because it'll be Cherniak to come out and just take the bow. Dolgova was injured in her quarter-final in her semi-final with Monica Ungureanu of Romania. So it'll be Cherniak of Ukraine to take this one and the bronze medal. That'll leave us with the final then. And that final features Monica Ungureanu of Romania. She's up against Tatiana Lima of Guinea-Bissau. It'll be Ungureanu in the white judogi, Lima in blue. It's nicely balanced at 2-2, the head-to-head, and 13 and 11 on the world ranking list. So nice and even between these two. Dolgova, Moscat and Kim fell to Ungureanu, Shaheen, Cherniak and Dumitru to Lima. Edison Minakawa of Brazil is the referee in the middle, and you'd like to think that with the games being in Rio, that Minakawa would be one of the referees selected. There's no such thing as a home referee getting given a card. All the referees are selected on their performances over a period of time, especially in this last 12 months, 6 months really, to make sure that they've got the referees at the best of form. Both fighters pick up penalties for avoiding to take a grip. And just to finish on Minakawa, he's one of the best in the world, so he stands a good chance of refereeing at home, but not at all because he's from Brazil, but purely on merit. Yuko picked up there by Ungureanu after that. Left Uchimata had a quick word with Ungureanu during the break. I said, "Oh, you were lucky a couple of times there." He said, "Yeah, I was, wasn't I?" Once against Moscat, it wasn't the most attractive of contests, and then against Kim Sol-mi, was also not the most attractive of contests, but sometimes that's how it works out. You can't always spank everyone over. Ungureanu got involved on the ground with Dolgova, who's well known for her own prowess in Newaza, and Dolgova came away with a sore shoulder. That's what's kept her out of that bronze medal contest. So obviously she fancies her chances on the ground, does Ungureanu. These are the two tallest fighters in the under 48 kilo weight category. Everyone's a good deal shorter. Ochigari was the effort there from Lima, just having Ungureanu backing up. Simonarita of Romania in the chair for Ungureanu. She was a few weights heavier when she competed, than 48 kilos. A little over a minute left to go then. Ungureanu, who picks up a second penalty, this time for holding on to one side of the opponent's jacket for too long, without making an attack, that is. It's a second penalty, and we're inside the last minute. Lima just on the one. Ungureanu taking that over. Coming up with the score, and then the Osai Komi as well, and that will be enough. And another score, this time from Maki Komi as well for Ippon. Tired looking Tatiana Lima at the end there. Monica Ungureanu of Romania takes the first of the 5 gold medals up for grabs in this final block, winning the under 48 kilo category for Romania. We'll have a look at some highlights, and then we'll be back with the under 60 kilo category bronze medal matches. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 60 kilo category. Ganbat Bolbatar of Mongolia faces Otar Bestayev of Kyrgyzstan. It'll be Ganbat in the white judogi, Bestayev in blue, and it was Ganbat who came in here as the number 1 seed, the former world champion. Ganbat Bolbatar, he's got to be favourite for this. Ranked number 5 in the world. Bestayev, meanwhile, is a few places lower down at 45. It's the first time, however, that they've gone head-to-head, and Bestayev was reasonably impressive early on today. Bestayev beat out Francisco Garrigos in the opening round, and then Ahmet Shahin Kaba of Turkey, and then the Georgian Amiran Papinashvili. He had a good run of it before coming up against Diorbek Urezboyev in the semi-final, to whom he lost. That put him in this bronze medal contest. Let's see how the Kyrgyz man gets on against the Mongolian. Koji Gari almost bringing Ganbat down. Well, he did, he brought him down, but only onto his front. So there was no score. Or his knees and then onto his front. I was reading something from Mark Pickering, the IGF media manager, on the IGF website about Ganbat's inability since his World Championship win to come up with anything near the kind of performance that he gave us or showed us in that World Championship win. He's struggling a bit. And the difficulty for him, an added difficulty actually, is the success of his teammate Dashtavar Amatufshin, who came in here as the number 4 seed. He's ended up in the final, so Ganbat really needs these points and this medal to make things a little bit more difficult for Dashtavar to claim the high ground or claim that number 1 spot. But with Dashtavar already being in the final, I think he's got a good chance. Really has. And it's looking a little bit difficult for Ganbat Bolwatar. He flicked at that attempted Sumigaishi there rather than try to get himself set. It wasn't so much that Bustayev stepped off it or moved away from it. It was Ganbat failed to connect. Not the best of efforts then from the Mongolian. 2.5 minutes left to go. Well, he may have kept him quiet for a while, but Ganbat unleashed in the end there and brought Bustayev down with a thumping finish. Shake of the head. Thought he had him for a while, and then it all went wrong. Zero emotion from Ganbat. Just like, job done. He's not a happy guy, is he? He came here for the top prize. He's come away with a prize, but not the one that he wanted. And sigh of relief, if you like, hand slap from Hashpatar Saganbata, the former world champion, Olympic bronze medalist as well, a legend. Nice turn, wasn't it? That's what he took advantage of. And that's why Bustayev had his head in his hands. He knew he'd given that one up. Ganbat then wins the first of the bronze medals in the under 60 kilo category. There's a second bronze medal contest coming up now, and that features Amiran Papinashvili of Georgia. He's up against Bektir Ozlu of Turkey. It's Papinashvili in the white judogi, Ozlu in blue, and it's Papinashvili who leads the head-to-head just by the one. They've only met the once. Sławomir Kovnashki of Poland is the referee in the middle for this one. David Kavkashvili was in the middle of that shot there, the president of the Georgian Judo Federation. Papinashvili will be desperate to take a medal for Georgia here. The first medal of the day for Georgia, if he can do this. Reasonable chance of their picking up medals. Well, there's a definite in the under 66 kilo category where Margvelashvili's in the final, so they're guaranteed a medal there, but they could pick one up, surprisingly, in the under 52 kilo category for women, where Miriam Janashvili is up against Kim Mi-ri of Korea in one of the bronze medal contests. After that, well, it's slim pickings for the Georgians, so a chance of 3 medals, or maybe just the one. Papinashvili brings that possibility a little bit closer by picking up Yuko there. Osno-Dagari effort. I've decided against it. I suppose in slow motion it may look less of a score, but Ozlu and Judge 2 have turned onto his front, and he's avoided giving up a score. Oh, now has Papinashvili gone over? Ozlu claiming a counter there. I don't know if they show it again. Even on the second look, I wasn't absolutely certain, but you know, another look. There's the effort from Papinashvili, and yeah, go on. I'll give a Yuko for that. Nice counter. They don't. That's why they're the ones who are qualified. I'd have been screaming for a Yuko. Papinashvili still brave enough to be going forward. Now Oslu picks up a penalty. Minute 40 odd left to go. The difficulty for Papinashvili is that he's expended a lot of energy and he may not be able to go the distance. Mind you, Oslu is not the best at going the distance himself, and Papinashvili didn't finish off there with the upper half of the body. We've given a Yuko for this. A piece of Ashiwaza brought a Yuko for Papinashvili. But he gets a penalty for stepping out. Not really going to hurt him now. There's a little over a minute left to go. Hurt him if Oslu scores a Yuko though. Got to be aware of that. Just beginning to run the clock down now, Papinashvili. A little over half a minute left to go, and looking reasonably comfortable and happy about the way things are shaping up for him. Yeah, okay, we'll take a penalty there. Look forward to take another one before time runs out. Oslu attempting to spin Papinashvili onto his back, but Papinashvili went onto his front, so no score. He's tapped out in the end, but it was all over. Papinashvili does indeed become the first Georgian to take a medal today. And he does so by winning the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 60 kilo category. We come now to the final of the under 60 kilo category. Dashtava Amatufshin of Mongolia faces Diobek Urezboyev of Uzbekistan. The head-to-head is 1-1, and Dashtava is there at 11, and Urezboyev a few places lower down at 17. This is shaping up to be a very interesting matchup. Osako Akinobu of Japan is the referee in the middle for this one. Coming up to 20-6. It's early evening in Tbilisi. It's nice to have this event in March, mid or late March. When it was in January, ooh, the weather was a little bit different then. A measured start by both fighters. No one looking to race out of the blocks yet. Dashtava has improved every contest that he's fought. There's a slow start this morning, even slower than Ganbat. And Ganbat can be at snail's pace sometimes, but it was a slow start. And he actually looked in some trouble against Shukvimiani. Mind you, Shukvimiani was fighting out of his skin, fighting at home in Georgia. And then Dashtava came up against Shayuntiev of Kazakhstan. Minor improvement. And it was reasonable against Eric Takabatake of Brazil before he really stepped up a gear to defeat the very difficult Bekter Ozlu of Turkey. So if he continues, we should see something special from him against Urezboyev, who's picked up a penalty, by the way. But it's Urezboyev who comes up with something spectacular. A beautiful Katavaruma there. I think it's a good call from the referee here. You see, there's a nice flight, there's a good entry, it's fast and everything, but you also have to score the landing. And I think when you look at the landing, if you look at his body, it's landed on his side. So I think it's a good call from the referee. A few people thought it was Ippon, but good call from referee Akinobu. Suppose I should address the referee in full rather than just from his given name. Osako Akinobu. He's gone over again. Well, you're not going to escape this time. Dashtava going over this time for Ippon, and the Yorbek Urezboyev demonstrating that the Uzbeks have got a bit of depth at under 60 kilos. And a good win there. Some nice judo in there. That was a commanding performance. He really had the measure of Dashtava there, did Urezboyev. Gold medal to Uzbekistan and the Yorbek Urezboyev, and Dashtava nodding in acknowledgement of being soundly beaten. That's what that nod was about. Yep, okay, you got this one. Let's have a look at some of the highlights, and there were at least a couple. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 48 kilo category. Let's go down to the far end of the competition hall and see the lineup. Okay, well, that's some of the crowd in there, including David Kevkishvili in the top left-hand corner of your screen. But let's go down to have a look at the medal presentation, and that's Gal Badrak of Kazakhstan receiving a medal. We just missed Cherniak. There's Tatiana Lima. The gold medal goes to Monica Ungaranu of Romania. There's Cherniak on the right-hand side of your shot there. Good news for Ungaranu and Gal Badrak, who are already in qualification positions, including Cherniak as well. Who else was it that got on the medal podium there? Tatiana Lima. They're all in there anyway. They just help themselves to medals. All four of those fighters are in qualification positions at the moment. Cherniak, Lima, Ungaranu and Gal Badrak. Just beef up their scores a little bit. Let's hear the national anthem of Romania. I know it's going to be an oft-repeated phrase, but it really is about Olympic qualification and the points that will make the difference between who goes and who doesn't. That's why we'll mention it fairly often. But on this occasion, there have been a few people who've missed out. Who really needed to come up with stronger performances. Dolgova's injury opened up a spot. Right, we come now to the medal matches in the under 52 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medal matches features the number 1 seed here, Erika Miranda of Brazil. She's up against Gulbadam Babamuratova of Turkmenistan. It's Miranda in the white judogi, Babamuratova in blue. Erika Miranda leads the head-to-head 2-0. The referee in the middle for this one is Mashbat Bukat of Mongolia. Miranda, in any case, is out of the equation as the home fight. It's up to the Brazilians to select one player per weight. And no doubt that they'll have Erika Miranda in there. Babamuratova is up there at number 12 on the qualification list. So another good result here to get into a possible medal position. 3rd or 5th, she'll still score some points. And she's doing a good job. She may, I mean, it's possible, depending on what happens in between now and the close of qualification, that she could end up in the top 8. It's possible. The 2 Japanese ahead of her. You take out the Brazilian as well. She could be in the top 8. 2 French fighters, Urani and Neto. Yep. It's looking good for Babamuratova. And that top 8 position is a terrific start. Qualification, yeah, that would be good, but it'd be great to be able to find yourself as one of the top 8 fighters. Slightly untidy from Babamuratova, and the experience in the positioning, body movement, hands, balance and timing from Miranda. Just, I don't know, she's sort of, that's coming across. Babamuratova appears not completely overawed, but she appears wary of Miranda. A little bit subdued at the moment. There's a Makikomi effort there, but you can see he's only really got the sleeve and just above the wrist, that's all. There's not enough there to really cause Miranda a problem. That was the Yuko that Babamuratova gave up. Almost caught her again with the very same technique. Similar entry, slightly different outcome this time round. Babamuratova is being overrun now. Miranda just getting up into top gear and really putting the pressure on. Not able to generate any offense of her own for Bamaratova, and it's all Miranda at the moment. And even when there is a lull in attacks from Miranda, Bamaratova not able to come up with her own efforts. At this point, both fighters could pick up passivity penalties. It's not going to hurt Miranda. Yeah, the experience of Miranda is really telling here. Single Yuko was enough for Erika Miranda to squeeze past Gulbadam Bamaratova of Turkmenistan. It's the Brazilian Erika Miranda who wins the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 52 kilo category.
And the bronze medalist in white for Brazil, Erika Miranda. This is medal number 7 for Erika Miranda in Grand-Prix, Brazil.
Where we've got the second of the bronze medal matches coming up now. Kim Mi-ri of South Korea faces Mariam Janashvili of Georgia. There should be a big cheer when the Georgian takes to the mat. I can tell you it'll be the only time that the Georgian woman will have had a cheer today. She was their really only hope of coming up with something, and she really produced some nice judo early on. Way, way, way down on the International Judo Federation World Ranking List, 165. So a top draw performance to be competing for a medal. There won't be any fighter here with a rating as low as that. And Janashvili will really bring the crowd to their feet if she can produce something here in this bronze medal match. It'll be Kim in the white judogi, Janashvili in blue. The danger that Kim faces is from the powerful counters of Janashvili, in particular Uranage. And a nice Kosotogake as well when she's attacking, but not a great deal in defense, and we haven't seen anything to write home about as far as a Newaze is concerned. So there's still a few areas that she needs to work on, but one of the powerhouses as far as her judo is concerned is in defense. Didn't have her body in the right position there. she's vulnerable to Ashiwaza and shoulder techniques, is Janashvili. And Nevaza is still suspect, the defensive Nevaza, but leg and hip techniques, she's got good awareness. And there you go, Wazari. I'm just talking about that. You know, you attack Janashvili at your peril with hip or leg technique. You don't want to be going in there with Taatoshi or Uchimata. Well, there's a bit of disappointment from the crowd as that is downgraded to Yuko. Needs to stand up a bit here. Doesn't want to pick up an unnecessary penalty. Really doesn't need it. It's got to be stronger in the grips, break that off, and stay standing up. She picks up the penalty there. Maybe there was never at any stage enough of Kim's back on the mat for her to give up Wazari. That can be the only thought there. Again, threatening with the right arm around the waist. If she can get in close, then she's got a good chance. Kim trying desperately to spin away, and now it's Janashvili's turn to give up a score. There's another angle. Well, Wazari on the board, so it's going to stay. So the lead for the Korean, Kim Mi-ri, Wazari, over Janashvili of Georgia for Yuko with a little over a minute left to go. Well, she got in close before. Kim's not going to want that to happen again, but it's exactly what Janashvili needs to engineer if she can. She's got to find some way of getting close to the South Korean in order to come up with another scoring technique. Kim not interested at all and will pick up. Well, it's Janashvili who picks up a second penalty, although it was Kim who was doing the backpedaling and avoiding to take a grip. A little over half a minute left to go. You're not going to get this one on penalties. It's got to be both hands on your opponent and thrower. There's no score from there. A crowd score, that was. Unfortunately, the crowd roars don't count the scores. Janashvili gave a spirited effort in this bronze medal contest, but she gave a super performance all day. Really pleased the crowd, entertained them really well, and I'm sure that they'll be looking out for her in the future. A big round of applause for Janashvili as she finishes fifth here, but it's Kim Mi-ri of South Korea who takes the second of the bronze medals.
And the bronze medalist in white for Korea, Tbilisi. This is the first medal for Tbilisi, Korea Grand-Prix. You can see the highlights of this bronze medal fight on the screen.
That was the winning score. Kim Mi-ri of South Korea coming up with that, well, dragged on Uchimata. Janashvili wasn't able to block. She managed to put the left hand down, but it's always dangerous. We got the final of the under 52 kilo category coming up now, and it features Gilly Cohen of Israel. She's up against Odette Giuffrida of Italy. It's Cohen in the white judogi, Giuffrida in blue, and Giuffrida's got the head start here. 3-1. She leads in the head-to-head, and she's also a few places higher up on the IJF World Ranking list.
And now to the Slovakian judoka in white for Israel, number 14 at the world ranking, Judo Grand-Pix. And in blue for Italy, number 11.
Nuno Cavallo is the referee in the middle for this one. £300 points available to the winner of this. Gilly Cohen threw Janashvili twice. Both occasions they were really neat executions of not absolutely, bone-crunching size, but she threw well on two occasions earlier today. But I think there was some naivety, a little bit of naivety about Janashvili's approach to that contest, and she just got caught twice. I don't see Giuffrida getting caught in the same way. A little bit more solid on her feet. Well, I think he'll call Mate now. Not going to materialise from there. Giuffrida picks up a penalty for passivity. Lost contact with the hands there in that effort for Ippon Seoinage did Giuffrida. Both fighters have been penalised just the once, and there's a little over a minute left to go. It was a better effort there from Cohen. She was contorting herself in an effort to bring off that technique, and as a result, not being set, she wasn't able to catch Giuffrida. Never really got set in that Seoinage effort. Last few seconds of normal time. There's no score on the board. Oh, there was an attempted ashiwaza from Giuffrida. Just couldn't turn the top half of the body of Gilly Cohen. That was as close as anyone came. Whoa, so close. Managed to get that right elbow down. Turned onto her front. Golden score then. Giuffrida was in the ascendancy as that contest came to an end. She lunges with that Kojigari there, but Cohen is nowhere to be found. Both fighters tiring now visibly. Yeah. Walked onto that one. And the Ippon Seoinage from Odette Giuffrida. So, Odette Giuffrida takes the gold medal in the under 52 kilo category. Silver goes to Gilly Cohen of Israel. Again, both of those fighters are inside the qualification in the IJF qualification list. So, an improvement for both of them then in their places. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 60 kilo category coming up next. Stay with us and we'll have more live action immediately after this awarding ceremony. Bronze medals go to Amiran Papenashvili of Georgia and to Ganbat Bolbatar of Mongolia. Silver medal goes to Dashtava Amatuvshin of Mongolia. Well, the gold medal goes to the Yorbek Urezboyev of Uzbekistan, and he has his gold medal presented to him by Armen Bagdasirov. Now the national anthem of Uzbekistan. Coming up next, the bronze medal matches in the under 66 kilos. The first of these features Shinan Shandor of Turkey. He's up against Yildiz Shumakanov of Kazakhstan. First time that they've gone head to head. Wang Gochao, the referee in the middle. Just outside the qualification places, Zhumakanov, he's desperate to do something here. Mind you, won't make a great deal of difference for him there. Good start from Shandor there as he comes up with a score. No? Yep, Wazari. Smagulov, his teammate. He's in the driving seat at the moment at 22. Rolling score there from Shinan Shandal, and almost taken back. Yep. Zhumakhanov on the board now with Wazari. Attempted Shimiwaza. It's only going to get tighter with each roll. Well, Shinan Shandal able to fight that off. Now, Wango Chow gave Wazari, but it hasn't been put up on the board. And that's all we need for him to cancel the Wazari, which they hadn't put up on the board anyway. It's not up to the scoreboard operators to decide what goes on the board. The referee does that. And if he says it's Wazari, that should go up on the board. And then if his colleagues think it's not, they should tell the referee, and the referee should cancel it. None of that happened. Shandal leads with a little over 2 minutes left to go. A poor effort at Sutemiwaza there. All it did was to drag Zhumakhanov into Neavaza, and it's the Kazakh now who's ended up doing the attacking. He almost had the Shimiwaza on earlier on, but again Shandal was able to defend it. Well, I'm sorry, Yeldos, but you need to throw him on his back to get the score. He gives up a Yuko, however. Zhumakhanov was looking at the flight rather than the landing, and he fancied his chances for coming up with an enhanced score. Yuko, however, what went on the board, and is what's on the board, with a little under a minute left to go. Zhumakhanov still attacking strongly as Shandal withers under the onslaught, and 40 odd seconds left to fight off the Kazakh. Yeah, that's all it was, a Yuko. You can throw him onto his front as many times as you like, but you've got to get part of the scoring part of the body there to have any chance, and Zhumakhanov has only done that once. Shandal, if truth be told, there just collapsed, didn't he? Just took a drop, and Zhumakhanov decides that he's going to have another stab at the Shimiwaza, but with only a couple of seconds left to go, Shandel is able to hold out. Wazari was enough, and it's the Turk who comes out the winner there. And the bronze medal contest in the under 66 kilo category, Sinan Shandel of Turkey wins out over Yildiz Jumakanov of Kazakhstan. We'll have a look at the highlights and then we'll be back with the second of the bronze medal contests. He ends up throwing Jumakanov only with one arm. Shandel using only one of his own arms and one hand. He would have liked to have had the arm and the second hand in there as well. That would have helped him to control his opponent better. Anyway, well, Jumakanov may have missed out, but Smagolov may still yet take a bronze medal in the under 66 kilo category for Kazakhstan. It's Janze Smagolov in the white judogi, Tal Flicker of Israel and blue, and in the middle is Anna Maria Friedrich. Friedrich Anna Maria of Hungary. She's the referee for this contest. Smagolov is the man who leads the trio of Kazakh fighters in the under 66 kilo category. There's Gabit Yezibetmov, Yildiz Jumakanov, who we've just seen, and now Janze Smagolov. He's up there at 22 in the qualification list, so this should shift him one, maybe two places. Make him feel a whole lot better about qualification. Jumakanov would really have had to have won this, and Smagolov not done anything at all for there to be any question as to who was the number one. But what's happened is Jumakanov has missed out on a medal, and Smagolov is still in there with a chance. So as things stand, Smagolov really looks the better bet, and obviously if he medals here, well, that's almost the nail in the coffin for Jumakanov, I'm afraid. Smagolov picks up a penalty for that negative gripping. And there's 3.5 minutes left to go. little over half the contest still to come. No score yet. Smagolov is the fighter who's picked up the single Shido at the moment. Reasonable little right-sided effort there. Just brought Flicker down onto his front, keeping up the tempo is Smagolov. And with that, Flicker picked up a penalty for passivity. Just stepped things up at the right time, did Smagolov. Well, he was just putting the pressure on, wasn't he? Bit by bit, was stepping things up until he eventually caught Flicker. Just got the feeling that he was moving up a gear. Jansei Smagolov, and he ends up throwing Tal Flicker for Ippon and taking that bronze medal. Right, we'll have some highlights of this contest, and then we'll be back with the final of the under 66 kilo category. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. We come now to the final of the under 66 kilo category. Vaza Margvelashvili of Georgia faces Fabio Basile of Italy. It will be Margvelashvili in white and Basile in blue. Vladimir Nidka is the referee in the middle for this final. So here it is then. Pavinashvili has had some success for Georgia, taking a bronze medal in the under 60 kilo category. Janashvili just missed out when she came 5th, but it's Margvelashvili who the crowd will want to come up with their gold medal today. I always say that it's nice for the home crowd, sorry, for the home team to take a gold or even get a medal on the opening day. Well, they've got the medal, but it's the gold medal that the Georgians will want. Margvelashvili could deliver that for them. Zule just slightly over defensive in that posture, and he picked up a penalty. Basile down, then Zhumakanov on his way, Smagolov as well. So both the Kazakh fighters, and then Adrian Gombots in the second round, and Marko Vukicevic of Serbia in the first round. Okay, you know, there are a couple of good fighters in there, Zhumakanov and Smagolov, the two Kazakhs, not taking anything away from Gombots and Vukicevic. Gombots was one of the top 8 players. Smagolov and Zhumakanov, they're all in the top 8. Margvelashvili, well, down flicker. Shinan Shandor of Turkey, and the number 1 seed, Zantaraya. Yet the benefit, however, of starting as one of the top 8. No, you didn't. Margvelashvili didn't. It was Lefebvre who was in that top half. He did, however, down Georgi Zantaraya, the number 1 seed, in round 2. So he's had a super day. Could cap it all and really crown it by taking the gold medal here. Margvelashvili beginning to step up the pace here, and Basile looking a little bit defensive, as he did earlier on when he got called for an overly defensive posture. He thought about that. Kategoruma, but didn't materialise. It's a tricky one to bring off. Minute 20 odd, and Basile breathing heavy after having weathered that last effort from Margvelashvili, and there he goes over. Wazari is the score. There was just that little bit too much from the Georgian for Basile to hold off any longer, and he ended up getting caught. He didn't go over for the full ippon. He's going to have to dig deep and hold him off. Chimata left-sided, and another look at the Sutemi Waza on the left side this time from Basile, but it's ineffective, and Margvelashvili doesn't even have to block it. Just trying to keep Basile down on the ground here. It's good effort from the young Italian. He wasn't steamrolled. Got caught the once. And now Margvelashvili it is who just throws in that Sutemi Waza to keep Basile out. He knows he's taken it now. Cheers from the Georgian crowd as Vaza Margvelashvili of Georgia takes gold in the under 66 kilo category. Basile has to settle for second best today. Good effort from Basile. Margvelashvili, however, takes the spoils. There's something to like about Basile. There's something about the boy, you know. I was looking to see how he'd take the loss, but he took it really well. Cameras are focused on the winner, of course. And here are some highlights. We come now to the awarding ceremony in the under 52 kilo category. Medals being presented by Jan Schneiders, the IHF head refereeing director. Kim Mi-ri of South Korea was the bronze medalist. Erica Miranda of Brazil, the number one seed, also took bronze. Silver medal went to Gilly Cohen of Israel, and the gold medal to Odette Giuffrida of Italy. the national anthem of Italy. Testing Odette Giuffrida's skills, singing skills there. Appears to have passed the test. Well, with the national anthem anyway. First of the bronze medal matches then in the under 57 kilo category. Miriam Roper of Germany faces Autumn Pavia of France. It's Roper in the white judogi, Pavia in blue. Elisabetta Frattini, one of our technical team, is walking around all proud and head held high, having heard the Italian national anthem. Doesn't happen often. so she should. Why not? Nice matchup between Roper and Pavia. Pavia has the habit of circling to a left, rather like, I don't know, some animal on the prowl, you know, some beast looking for a kill. Kosodagaki was the look there from Roper. That's one of her favourites. One of her big destructive techniques. Already 3 penalties on the board. Pavia's picked up 2 and Roper the 1, and Pavia continues to circle as she searches for an opening. Roper just hiding that right side from Pavia, and that's where the French fighter wants to attack. Well, again, just the little look at Koso Tagaki, but it was Pavia regaining her balance just in time. Third penalty picked up by Pavia. Surely she can't collect a fourth. You don't want to run the risk of getting involved in that kind of battle. You know you've got 3 penalties on the board. You can't afford another one. Instructions from Christoph Massina to Autumn Pavia and from Michal Bazinski to Miriam Roper. And it's Roper who collects a penalty for a false attack. Bazinski doesn't agree. Here comes Pavia now. Strong right arm. Misses with the Uchimata, and I think Roper has countered there. Yeah. Just the question of whether she'd countered her for Ippon or not. No, Pavia was going for it in the end, which she had to. She was 3 Shidos down. She'd already collected 3 Shidos, so she had to come up with something, and in the end, Miriam Roper came up with the counter. We'll have a look at that in the highlights. Yeah, okay. Pavia and Roper are both in qualification spots, so they needn't worry too much. Karakash and Rogic. Slightly different story. Karakash comfortably in, and Rogic just on the outside. They're a couple of places away, and they go head-to-head now in the second of the bronze medal matches. It's Karakash Hedvig of Hungary in the white judogi and Jovano Rogic of Serbia in blue. Rogic still needs to collect a few more points. before she can be safe. Well, not safe, but have a better chance at qualification anyway. Karakash picked up a single Shido. Minute 40 odd left to go. Rogic just beginning to feel the tempo here. And that breaking off of the grip there draws a penalty for the Serb fighter. Now both fighters have picked up 1 minute and a half left to go. And it's Karakash who comes up with the penalty for stepping out the area. Bit slow on putting up the Shido, aren't they? Unless they cancelled it and I didn't see. Okay. That's a distinct possibility. I didn't think it was worth a Shido. I thought there was some action there and both fighters had wandered out after the action as opposed to just wandering out. In any case. So how come it isn't on our board? It looks as though it's on the scoreboard there. It hasn't come up on our screen, which is rather awkward because I can't see it. Coach was up and out of his chair and he was gone. And now he's sat back down, so that was misleading. So he'd got it wrong as well. The coach had also got it wrong. And now the graphic has gone off completely. It'll reappear in a moment. Right, let's see where we are then. There you go. One apiece. And golden score. It's a good effort by Rogic. I thought she was going to be not steamrollered, but I thought Karakash would have the beating of her earlier than this. No. Karakash eventually coming up with a nice score to finish things off. It's the Hungarian who takes the second of the bronze medals. Tough fight though. Good effort there from Jovana Rogic. Karakash Hedvig of Hungary takes bronze. Seotoshi maybe. We'll label that as. Right, after the highlights we'll have the final of the under 57 kilo category, and that features Rafaela Silva of Brazil. She's up against Nora Jakova, representing the International Judo Federation.
And now please welcome judoka in white for Brazil, 2013 World Champion Rafaela Silva.
The referee in the middle for this one is Wang Goqiao of China. Last of the contests today, the final of the under 57 kilo category. Silver in white, Jakova in blue. fighters have picked up penalties. It's a really stiff test for Žáková. The difficulty for Žáková is having got this far to be, I don't know, in some way content and almost to settle for it. I hope she isn't, that kind of fighter. I mean, it's not unheard of for a fighter to have performed really well during the day against exceptionally tough opposition, and then come the final, for that unknown reason, they just appear to have accepted silver as, just reward, and that's it. In this case, Žáková would do well to give her best performance here in the final. Minute 40 odd left to go. Just the Shido apiece at the moment. Yeah, Žáková had to tap out, got caught with that flying Jujigatami from Rafaela Silva. A well-timed effort. Žáková angry with herself at getting caught that way, but hey, part of the learning process as well. Rafaela Silva of Brazil takes the gold medal in the under 57 kilo category. Sharply executed Kansetsu Waza from the Brazilian, the former world champion. Žáková just made things a little bit better for herself as far as qualification is concerned with that silver medal. Silver, well, it's just a matter of choice as far as the Brazilians are concerned, but no one was really going to get a look in at 57. Now we've got some highlights here. We've got the awarding ceremony in the under 66 kilo category. We'll then have a few more highlights. We'll come back with the awarding ceremony in the under 57, and then there'll be a wrap on today's action. Well, it's not the first time we've seen Silva executing that flying Jujigatami. She took Matsumoto by surprise in Tokyo when executing a similar move. So he's obviously adept at executing that one, and thanks very much for that piece of information, Mark Pickering, reminding us of that particular technique. Thank you. Right, let's have the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 66 kilo category then. The bronze medals go to Jansei Smagolov of Kazakhstan and to Shinan Shandal of Turkey. The silver medal goes to Fabio Basile of Italy. Super performance from the Italian youngster. The gold medal goes to Vaza Margvelashvili of Georgia. He does all of Georgian judo proud with a super performance. Very attractive and nice judo. Finishing off with that left Kosotogaki. Yeah, an impressive performance from the Georgian. He's the player of the day, for me anyway. Smagolov and Sandel were the bronze medal winners. Basile took the silver and Margvelashvili the gold. That's the winning quartet. We're going to have a look at some highlights from today's competition, and then we'll be back with the awarding ceremony in the under 57 kilo category. Stay with us. bronze medals in the under 57 kilo category go to Karakash Hedvig of Hungary and to Miriam Roper of Germany. Looks relieved, doesn't she? Finds herself on the podium again, a Grand Prix podium. And then silver medal goes to Nora Zhakova, representing the International Judo Federation. The gold medal goes to Rafaela Silva of Brazil. Yeah, neatly executed, wasn't it? Look at Rosicelis Campos. You can see it coming. Unfortunately for Zhakova, she can't. Now the national anthem of Brazil. Karakash and Roper were the bronze medalists. Zhakova took the silver, and it was silver to take the gold, if you see what I mean. Yeah, I think you know. Right, let's just run through quickly the results, if you haven't already had time to absorb them. It was Monica Ungaranu to take the gold in the under 48 kilo category. Tatiana Lima took silver, and their bronze medals for Otgansetse Galbadrak of Kazakhstan and Marina Cherniak of Ukraine. In the under 60 kilo category, it was the Yorbek Urizboyev of Uzbekistan to take gold over Dashdavar Amatufshin of Mongolia, and there were bronze medals for Ganbat Bolmatar of Mongolia and Amiran Papinashvili of Georgia. In the under 52 kilo category, it was Odette Giuffrida of Italy to take gold over Gilly Cohen of Israel. She took silver, and there were bronze medals for Erika Miranda of Brazil and Kim Mi Ri of South Korea. In the under 66 kilo category was my player of the day, Vaza Margvelashvili of Georgia, who took gold over Fabio Basile of Italy. And then were bronze medals for Jinan Shandal of Turkey and Jansei Smagolov of Kazakhstan. And finally, the under 57 kilo category, which we've just seen, Rafaela Silva to take gold over Nora Zhakova, representing the IJF, Miriam Roper of Germany, and Karakash Hedvig of Hungary were the bronze medalists. We look forward to your company tomorrow when we bring you action from day 2 of the Tbilisi Grand Prix. Will begin again at 10:30. But from all the broadcast team here in Tbilisi, it's bye-bye for now.